The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Journeyman Stud, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Pleasant Acres Stallions, Tampa Bay Downs, Valerie Daly, Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a record 9th winner of the Grade 2 San Vicente Stakes for Bob Baffert and the 4th victory in the Grade 1 Las Virgenes Stakes for the Hall of Fame trainer. We begin with sprinters at Santa Anita in the Grade 2 Palos Verdes Stakes. Distinctive Passion, the 2-1 favorite, Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Past a half mile they go, and Distinctive Passion now has a length advantage. Secret Circle far side, Big Mucker having to be sent along to stay up. Still 5 back to Conquest Two-Step, who's travelling nicely though, he'll come running late. In behind that we have Chief Lion and Wild Dude. They are coming to the top of the lane now, and Distinctive Passion, Secret Circle, and now here comes Conquest Two-Step taking the 3rd spot. Big Mucker didn't fire today. Wild Dude trying to run on late. Top of the lane, Secret Circle, Distinctive Passion. Conquest Two-Step on the outside, and now here's Wild Dude with a late run. They come for home. Conquest Two-Step, Secret Circle. Conquest Two-Step takes the advantage. Conquest Two-Step to win a big one today. Conquest Two-Step gives Joe Talamo his 3rd. They win it almost a length.
Conquest Two-Step scores officially by a length and a quarter over Secret Circle. Joe Talamo aboard the Florida bred in 108 flat, a 105 Beyer speed figure. The Mark Casse trainee was beaten only a neck by Shared Belief in the Grade 1 Malibu Stakes on opening day. A $20,000 OBS August yearling turned $420,000 OBS April 2-year-old. Conquest Two-Step has earned $309,000 for Conquest Stables. The 4-year-old colt by Two-Step Salsa was bred in Florida by Manuel Andrade. Florida breds, race him or chase him. To Tampa Bay Downs for turf fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Endeavor Stakes. Testa Rossi, the 8-5 favorite. Richard Grunder has the call.
Lots of Lex has inherited the lead. Up on the outside, Media racing along 2nd. Toward the rail, that's Hard Not to Like. Right there 3rd. Length and a half farther back. From the outside, Julie's Love. Now racing along 4th as they swing around the far turn. Lots of Lex is still the leader, with Media on the outside 2nd. Hard Not to Like is now angled to the outside and gaining ground 3rd. 4 lengths farther back, Principessa Ava is now flying down along the inner rail as they turn for home, and the long shot, Lots of Lex, is still there and has the lead now by 3. Up on the outside, Hard Not to Like is now lunging late, way out in the center of the track. Here comes Testa Rossi, and down along the inner rail is Principessa Ava. It'll be a blanket finish, and on the outside, Hard Not to Like will get up and take it in time.
It was the gray Hard Not to Like and John Velasquez getting to the wire 3/4 of a length in front of Testa Rossi. But for coming out sharply and bothering the favorite during the stretch drive, Hard Not to Like was demoted to 2nd by the stewards. The official victory goes to Testa Rossi and Arad Ortiz Jr. Pace setter Lots of Lex a close 3rd. Time of the race 1:42 flat. A 3-time winner in France and runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf at 2, the Chad Brown trainee won the Grade 3 Florida Oaks over the track and trip in her 3-year-old debut. The French-bred 4-year-old filly by Dr. Fong making her first start since her 7th place finish in the Grade 2 Mrs. Revere Stakes. Testa Rossi has earned nearly $563,000. The winner is owned by James Cavallo, Thomas Coleman, and Doheny Racing Stables. The Biederman Real Estate featured listing this week is a beautiful 64-acre horse farm in the heart of the Bluegrass. Amenities include a brick 5,200 square foot residence, a charming stone guest cottage, an 8-stall stone barn, and a 10-stall training barn. Log on to BiedermanRealEstate.com for current listings. Back to Santa Anita for turf milers and the Grade 2 Arcadia Stakes. Kaigoon, the 6-5 favorite. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
Past the 5/8 they go, and El Nino Terrablaze taken on now by Avanzari. They stride for stride, 2 back to Bicello, Home Run Kitten. Czar Approval, the Grey's got a lot closer now, only 3.5 off the leaders. Kaigoon down at the rail, an Edge of Reality, but they're really bunching up as they go into the far turn. El Nino Terable still shows the way. Avanzari breathing down his next second. Czar Approval moves up on the far side. Home Run Kitten right there, but Cello ridden her wrong. Kai Goon's going to need somewhere to go. Edge of Reality. This one's wide open. El Nino Terable hanging on. Avanzari in the white cap. Kai Goon now getting a run. Home Run Kitten in the green. Czar Approval, the grey on the outside, but it's Avanzari who has the advantage. Avanzari, Czar Approval with a late run, then Home Run Kitten. Avanzari's keeping them all at bay, and Avanzari and Gary Stevens have won the Arcadia.
Avanzari holds off the late charge of Czar Approval by a length and a quarter, the 5th victory in the Arcadia, and career win number 4,999 in North America for Gary Stevens. The mile on the turf in 1:34 flat. Winner of the Grade 3 Washington Park Handicap last summer, Avanzari was last seen finishing 3rd in the Grade 3 Native Diver Stakes. The 5-year-old gelding by Grand Reward was bred in Kentucky by Snow Lantern Thoroughbreds. An $1,100 yearling and a $52,000 OBS June 2-year-old, Avanzari has earned $385,000 for Donato Lani and John Youngblood. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
For more than a decade, WinStar has been a leader in freshman sires' success. Distorted Humor, Tisnow, Spitestown. And now, another sire has risen to the top.
And it is Super Saver! Competitive edge in the hopeful. The winner by 4.5 lengths. I spent it a clear-cut second.
Super Saver, standing at WinStar Farm.
Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson storming clear now, and it's Hunter's Bay, a pulling away winner of the Eclipse. Hunter's Bay on the outside, on the inside, Tender Harbor. Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson who win the Dominion Day.
Champion Hunter's Bay, a multiple graded stakes winner of over $600,000 with triple-digit buyers on all surfaces, standing at Adena Springs South.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Discover Ocala, horse capital of the world, centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville. Ocala's thoroughbred industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Cardinal Hill Farm, Hyatt Farm, Carrington Stables. Ocala, Marion County. Come visit us and we'll show you why it's a great place to live.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 San Vicente Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin at Laurel Park with the Frank Whiteley Jr. Stakes. Majestic Affair, the 1-5 favorite. Dave Rodman picks up the call.
23-1 was that opening quarter, 47 seconds for the half mile, and the odds-on favorite, Majestic Affair, takes over as they make the turn in the Frank Whiteley Jr. to open up 2.5 lengths. One more time, stubbornly hanging in there. Notional Debt now in between horses, trying to kick through. Then it's back to Mini Cosmo. Center of the track is measured through the final furlong, and Majestic Affair. It's a 1-horse affair, it appears, in the Frank Whiteley Jr. Majestic Affair and Kendrick Carmouche coming home to crush by 6 or 7 at the line.
Odds-on favorite Majestic Affair strolls home officially by 5 3/4 lengths over measured. Kendrick Carmouche aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 1:23 4. Majestic Affair won the Fred Capicella Stakes by the identical margin in his 3-year-old debut. Trainer Chad Brown shipped the talented runner to Laurel Park for his second start of the season, where the race was redrawn after being delayed by 5 days due to inclement weather. The gelding by Majestic Perfection was bred in Kentucky by Doug Oliver and was a $12,000 yearling. Majestic Affair has earned $184,000 for James Cavallo, Thomas Coleman, and Doheny Racing Stable. Majestic Affair paid $240 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Tampa Bay Downs for the Grade 3 Sam F. Davis Stakes. Ocean Knight, the 8-5 favorite. Richard Grunder has the call.
As they make their way to the far turn, long shot Divining Rod at 28-1 has the lead. My Johnny Be Good moves up in a good spot second. Catalina Red is now being knuckled on toward the rail and being passed third. Up on the outside, G5 is now on the move fourth. Then it's 2.5 lengths farther back. Amy's Flatter is coming under ride fifth. Bear's Personality is on the outside sixth. Crittenden is now racing along seventh with a 1/4 mile to run, and now they line up 3 across the track. Divining Rod is still there toward the rail. My Johnny Be Good and Gallardo sets him down for the drive second. Here's G5 way out in the center of the racetrack, and there's inside a 1/16 of a mile to run in the Sam Davis. Down along the inner rail is Divining Rod and Ocean Knight on the outside. Ocean Knight on the outside. Divining Rod heads apart. Ocean Knight gets the nod and remains undefeated.
The favorite Ocean Knight gets up to defeat long shot Divining Rod by a neck. Irad Ortiz Jr., the winning jockey, in 1:43 3. A maiden winner on debut, sprinting 6 furlongs over the inner track at Aqueduct in December. The Kieran McLaughlin trainee stretches out for his second win in 2 starts. The colt by Curlin was bred in Kentucky by Thoroughbred Stables and was a $320,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Ocean Knight has earned $156,000 for Stone Street Stables. Irad Ortiz Jr. with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Santa Anita for the 3-year-old debut of Texas Red and the Grade 2 San Vicente Stakes. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Champion, 3-5 in the wagering. Trevor Denman has the call.
They run past the 5/8 and Serbian Cyclone as the leader up alongside Jazzy Josh. On the far side is Sir Samson and Lord Nelson tucked in at the rail. 2 lengths covers those 4. Then it's another 2.5 back to Bench Warren, and still at the back is Texas Red. He's got 6 to make up. Into the turn they go, and Serbian Cyclone continues to show the way. Jazzy Josh turning the pressure on, and Sir Samson on the far side. Those 3 go to the quarter pole together. Lord Nelson now has 4 lengths to make up. And let's see, Texas Red being asked to pick it up now. Texas Red is on the move, still 5 off the leaders. Bench Warrant alongside of them. They're at the top of the lane. Sir Samson in the white blinkers. Jazzy Josh between them. Serbian Cyclone at the rail. Texas Red in the red cap is running on late on the outside. Lord Nelson, even a late run from Bench Warrant. It's wide open. Texas Red now getting into stride. Texas Red on the inside, coming like an express train. Texas Red, Lord Nelson, Lord Nelson. Lord Nelson's going to keep him at bay. Lord Nelson beat Texas Red.
9-5 second choice, Lord Nelson defeats odds-on favorite Texas Red by a neck. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Rafael Bejarano up in 1:22 flat. A 6 3/4 length winner of the Speakeasy Stakes over the track last fall. Lord Nelson gives Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert his 9th victory in the San Vicente. That record string began with Silver Charm in 1997. The talented colt was last seen finishing a troubled 5th in the Grade 3 Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes. Lord Nelson has earned nearly $250,000 for Peachtree Stable. The colt by Pulpit was bred in Kentucky by Clear Sky Farms and was consigned by his breeder to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by John Fort for $340,000. Grade 2 San Vicente Stakes winner Lord Nelson, the Keeneland Sells graduate of the week. The Spendthrift Farm Stallion of the week is Arch, winner of the $1 million Grade 1 Arkansas Derby before becoming a favorite for the Kentucky Derby. The striking son of Arch is a participant in Spendthrift's Breed Secure program. Watch for his promising first crop at the upcoming 2-year-olds in training sales.
The whole risk of raising horses is on the breeder, not on the stallion owner. A little bit unfair. A Spendthrift is designed to breed secure. It's far superior to foal sharing, since we cannot get more than our stud fee. That's all I think that we're entitled to. And if you find this interesting, call Mark, Ken, or Des at Spendthrift Farm. They'll be happy to hear from you. Thank you.
Datalink won graded stakes from coast to coast. He ran down a top field to win the Grade 1 Maker's Mark Mile.
Datalink from the outside in the Maker's 46 Mile.
He established a stakes record in the Monmouth Stakes, and in his West Coast debut won the citation by daylight.
Datalink to win the citation.
Extremely consistent at the top level, Datalink won or placed in 7 graded stakes. Datalink, Warfront's Grade 1 son at Claiborne Farm.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Living up at the Downs. Do you like having a great time with your friends and family? Then you will have a great time. Come out to Tampa Bay Downs and you will see Thoroughbred racing, Texas Hold'em tournaments. You gotta know when to pull them. Help your golf game at our practice range. You can bet there's so much more. Tampa Bay Downs. Live it up at the Downs.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the seasonal debut of champion Take Charge Brandy coming up in this segment. First up is Laurel Park for 3-year-old fillies in the Marshua Stakes. Lake Sebago, the 8-5 favorite. Once again, here's Dave Rodman.
Lake Sebago is ridden along. She's last. Got to improve out there 3 wide. Still lays 8 or 9 from the front. 23-1 was a sharp dueling opening quarter. Top of the stretch now as they reach the turn for home. A quarter of a mile left to go. Comforter, Eloquent Tribute under pressure to the inside, and Lindisfarne on the outside is firing up with a big run, a 46 2/2 mile. Lindisfarne is coming to the lead, a furlong left to go. Lake Sebago's trying to get going on the far outside. She's picking up some pieces and rallying very, very late in the scene as Lake Sebago. She's rolling into the 3rd spot, but in the meantime, Lindisfarne has done it. Lindisfarne and Victor Carrasco to win by 2.5.
Lindisfarne takes it officially by a 1.5 lengths over late closing Lake Sebago. A 1-2 finish for Keeneland Sales graduates. Victor Carrasco aboard in 1:11-2. Stakes placed at 2 for Jerry Hollendorfer in Northern California. Lindisfarne is 2 for 2 this year for trainer Rudy Rodriguez. She was an easy allowance winner over the track and trip on New Year's Day. A $57,000 Keeneland September yearling, Lindisfarne has earned $103,000 for KMN Racing. The filly by City Zep was bred in Florida by Donald R. Disney. Florida breds, race him or chase him. To Tampa Bay Downs for the Suncoast Stakes. Whimsically, the 5-2 favorite, Richard Grunder picks up the call.
To the far turn they go. It's High Zoom on the outside, Huwaska. And these two are locked up heads apart. Whimsicality is inching up a closer 3rd. Holy Well from the outside is 4th. There goes Ancient Goddess, now putting in a run 5th. Innovative Idea is also shaken up for run from between horses. They approach the quarter-mile pole. Huwaska is digging in gamely. High Zoom is now had enough and retreats to be 2nd. Whimsicality is putting in a run 3rd. But as they race past the quarter-mile pole, Huwaska is trying to take him start to finish. Whimsicality is racing along second and way out on the outside. Here comes Include Betty with her patented lead run. Inside the final furlong, Huwaska has the lead. Include Betty on the outside, just like her maiden score from far back, moving to challenge. Huwaska finding more. Include Betty on the outside will get up in the shadow of the wire.
After trailing the field by some 25 lengths down the backstretch, 18-1 Include Betty rallies to defeat Waska by a neck. Rosemary Homeister Jr. aboard in 141-2. Winless in 3 starts at 2, the Thomas Proctor trainee broke her maiden in similar fashion over the track and trip in her 3-year-old debut. The filly by Include was bred in Kentucky by Lavin Bloodstock and Brereton C. Jones and was a $42,000 Keeneland September yearling. Include Betty has earned $58,000 for Jones and Tim Thornton. Bullet Train is a group-winning 3-quarter brother to the great Frankel. His first foals are yearlings of 2015 and are outstanding. Contact Crestwood Farm to inquire about Bullet Train. To Oaklawn Park for the 3-year-old debut of Take Charge Brandy in the Martha Washington Stakes. The Eclipse Award-winning filly 2-5 in the wagering. Frank Miramati has the call.
Take Charge Brandy breezing along, about 3/8 of a mile to run. Perfect fit at the rails. Sweet Karina outside of her now moves into second. Indian Annie and Sarah Sis moving in tandem. Sarah Sis, orange colors 4 wide. Indian Annie just inside of her. Those two take second and third. Perfect fit, Sweet Karina backing up. High Dollar Woman is far back. Take Charge Brandy still doing it very nicely up top. Shakes loose at the top of the stretch to lead by 2. Sarah Sis clearly second. Indian Annie's in third. They're in the final furlong, and Take Charge Brandy is in complete command. Sarah Sis switches to the inside to take another run at her, and she's coming very gamely too. Take Charge Brandy, Sarah Sis making it interesting, but Take Charge Brandy prevails.
Take Charge Brandy by Ashford Studstag and Giants Causeway gets tested, but fights back to defeat Sarah Sis by a head. Indian Annie third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales graduates. John Court aboard in 139-3. The 4th consecutive graded stakes victory for Take Charge Brandy, who started the streak with a 61-1 upset in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. The Wayne Lucas trainee clinched the Eclipse Award as champion 2-year-old filly with a victory in the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Charming Syndicate and was a $435,000 Keeneland September yearling. Take Charge Brandy has earned $1,680,000 for Willis D. Horton. Darby Dan Farm Stallion Taylor Mikati's first crop includes Ikati's Phaeton, the rising 3-year-old filly who captured Gulfstream's Grade 3 Old Hat Stakes. Taylor Mikati has sired 17 winners to date and is among North America's leading second crop sires in 2015. Coming up, a rising 3-year-old filly star for Bob Baffert.
Goes 140 at 130.40. You get 40, you get 140, you get 130. Down over the down 87, 90 pound daughter, down over the down 90 grand bear. 890,000 daughter, down over the down 90. 85 on a minute, now 85, what do you think it's 5 here? 85,000 daughter, down over the down 5 on the minute.
Share what you love about Florida.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the last Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line
has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician runs down the fugue.
Our farm is going to be primarily a service organization. We will board horses for a number of different clients throughout the United States and Canada. We will focus on breeding mares. We also will be doing sales prep, either for the yearling sales here in Kentucky or for the breeding stock sales also here in the fall and in the early winter. We stand one stallion here, Greeley's Conquest. Endeavor Farm prides itself on being able to give individual care to every animal here.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Santa Anita for 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 1 Las Virgenes Stakes. Bob Baffert sent out 2 starters, including 2-to-1 favorite Maybelline. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
And away they go. Maybelline broke smartly on the inside, but Light the City's very fast, and Callback in the orange cap goes up alongside of them with Suva Harbour. They're all wanting to go for the lead out here, fast early pace. Right behind them comes Me Oh Me in the black colours. Then we drop back to Majestic Presence, Miss Mandate alongside of that. They've been followed by Achiever's Legacy, who's 8 lengths off the leaders, and last of all, Lutine Bell. Onto the backstretch they go, and it's Callback along the inside and Suva Harbour. Those two set the pace. Maybelline tucked in nicely down at the rail alongside Me Oh Me. On the far side, Light the City. Only 2 lengths covers the first 5. Then we come back to Majestic Presence in the white blinkers. Up alongside of that comes Miss Mandate. They've been followed by Achiever's Legacy, and Lutine Bell last. 7 lengths would cover the lot. Less than a half mile to go, and Callback is still the leader now, being sent along as Suva Harbour. Light the City on the far side coming to tackle. Light the City moving in the gold cap. Maybelline at the rail needs somewhere to run. Up alongside of that we have Majestic Presence in there as well. They come to the quarter pole, and Callback kicks for home. Callback's gone early for home now. Light the City still looms dangerous on the outside of that. Extreme outside, Miss Mandate comes with her run now as well. Miss Mandate in with a shot, and Majestic Presence behind that. Down the centre, Achiever's Legacy with a late run. It's Callback holding on. Callback, Light the City. Light the City coming fast. Callback, Light the City in a thriller. It's going to be Callback to hold on. Callback held on to win it.
5-2 second choice Callback holds off 7-1 Light the City by half a length. Martin Garcia, the winning jockey, in 136-4. The 4th winner of the Las Virgenes for trainer Bob Baffert, Callback finished 2nd in the Grade 2 Santa Ynez Stakes in her 3-year-old debut. This was her first start beyond 6 furlongs. The filly by Street Sense, out of a half-sister to Kentucky Derby winner Super Saver, was bred in Kentucky by Vincent Colbert. A $375,000 Saratoga yearling, Callback has earned $245,000 for Spendthrift Farm. We'll have the Grade 1 Don Handicap and the Grade 2 San Antonio Stakes featuring Horse of the Year California Chrome next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.